guys, Shiorri-Sama here. I'm just making a little tutorial video on some of the maps here in Rainbow Six Siege, try to get you some more acquainted. Just so we're clear, this is not for seasoned veterans of Rainbow Six Siege, this is more for people who are either just starting or have taken a long break from it, need to be more familiar with the maps. Also, I'm going to be talking about 3 different things in this video. I'm going to be referring to them as high trafficked areas, unused areas, and areas that need reinforcing. First, the thing I'm going to be talking about is the high trafficked areas. These is where you're usually going to see an attacker or a defender, depending on what you're playing. There's going to be people there, so you got to watch out for these areas. The second thing is unused areas. These are areas that you're hardly ever going to see a player. They're usually off of a site. They're almost never used for anything. They're usually safe to enter and things. And the third thing I wanted to talk about was where to reinforce. You usually have more than enough reinforcements to reinforce the objectives that you need, but it's important to know which ones you need to reinforce right now. Certain ones will give the attackers really good lines of sight into your objective if you let them breach it. Other ones are just not as important, but they'd still be good and covered in case you want, say, a rotation hole into an off-site in case you need to back up. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this video. Hope you enjoy it. If this helps you out, let me know. I'll try to make a couple more for you. Peace.
Find the hostage and proceed to extraction point.
Alright, so we're going to start off right over here, right by the front door. This is what's known as the front door of Oregon. And it's usually a very dangerous place to enter. This is pretty much the hub. So there's upstairs, there's downstairs, there's meeting hall, there's the garage on site over there, and there's classroom right here, and a corridor. So you could get shot from any number of ways if you tried to run in here and go to the meeting hall, because this is an objective back here. So you almost never want to enter from front door. This is a very high trafficked area. So we'll start by going over here to the right. This is his garage, and this is a very high trafficked area. You almost never want to try and enter from here because there's going to be defenders in here. Defenders can use this door, try and spawn peek as soon as you spawn out. Attackers can use this window to try and shoot defenders, or just down into the doorway. And defenders can use this back door. Try and get a line of sight anybody pushing the back door of Oregon to meeting hall, or even construction. This is a very dangerous high traffic area. Try to avoid it and watch out for it. Maybe leave a drone either here or over here on the shelves. Just over to the side here we have classroom. This is another popular place for either remote operators to hide, either under this desk if you can break it with an explosive, or you can try to break these chairs carefully. There's a way to hide in them. Makes it very hard to see usually if you can do it right. This here is the main hatch for the basement. It's very popular for attackers to try and breach this. And it's very common for people to be hiding down there. There's a little cubby hole. Now if you can, breach that hatch and then come over here to this wall. And that gives you a line of sight down to that cubby hole, where it's very popular for people to be down there. And also in this wall down here, there's usually a rotation. Breaking this wall makes that rotation no longer safe for them. Also, you can just take a grenade. Good chance somebody's down there. Blow them up. So long front door. This is the front door for meeting hall. And there's 2 doors here, so I wouldn't enter from here, because you can always get 2 angles. Side wall here is the wall for freezer. I'd probably do this one up if you're defending, because it's a popular wall to get an angle into. You can get an angle straight in the back of the meeting hall now. So if you're defending, this is one of the best walls to reinforce. There's 2 soft walls here. I wouldn't bother reinforcing these ones, because as you can see, you're not going to get a great line of sight. It stops at this table pretty much. Same with the other one over on this end. you're not going to see much. When you're defending the meeting hall, this is the backstage wall. This is a very important wall to try and reinforce. Because defenders can come in over here from the back door. They can come in from office tower and try to breach the wall. And then come in from the basement and try to breach this wall. And they get really good lines of sight. So this is one of the important walls to reinforce. Following on with meeting hall, we then have the upstairs of meeting hall, which we refer to as the tunnel. This tunnel has 4 walls up here we can reinforce. These are also very important walls to reinforce, because one of them is in the back here, meeting tower, which is a very high traffic area. All kinds of windows in different dimensions you can come into. So that's an important wall to reinforce, and then the other one goes right into the master bedroom area upstairs. So these 4 walls up here and the 2 backstage ones definitely need to be reinforced. And the kitchen one would be also a good one if you have enough. That's about it for meeting hall, so we're going to move back here. This is the behind stage. This is over by construction. And this is what I was showing you from the garage. A lot of people will try to push here if you're fighting in meeting hall. So somebody can spawn out of that garage right there, try to shoot you. Another trick is if you're trying to attack on the meeting hall,
15
there's a
seconds
small
left.
line of sight here you can try to aim on.
10 seconds left.
So continue on from the front door. We have the upstairs going to the master bedroom. This is the main stairs. And the main stairs leading down to the basement. If you're defending the basement, this is one of the most important walls to reinforce. Because what you can do to breach this wall is get a straight line down to the stairs. So this is one of the most important walls to reinforce. This cubby hole here is the most common place to find a defender hiding. You can toss a grenade down here, get him out. Or if you can breach the hatch by the classroom like I showed you, you can get a line right into here. These walls are usually reinforced, all of them, but this is also one of the popular holes for defenders to make a rotation hole. It's hard to get a line of sight into here. A lot of people make one right here, or inside the closet right there. I wouldn't advise making one right here unless you have a mirror though, because this one you'll be protected from the stairs. These 2 walls are also important to reinforce, because the attackers come in through construction tunnel here. You can spawn over in construction and come right down this tunnel. And this is one of the most important walls to try and break if you're an attacker, so you can get lines of sight all the way into here. But they probably have a rotation hole. Your spot for the basement is the back stairs, which takes you up back by meeting hall.
Hostage in sight.
So we continue on with the upstairs, the main stairs now. This room here on the right is the armory. This is an unused area. This is usually safe to enter. This wall here, this is usually one to reinforce the defender because this is the tunnel I showed you earlier in meeting hall. This will take you all the way to the back of Watchtower. This room is bunks. Leads to the bunks on the balcony out here. If you're an attacker, or a thermite or a burner, it's common to come up here on the balconies. Rappel up here on the balcony, get entrance to here, and this wall is usually reinforced because it leads right into bunks. You can then breach the wall here. And enter into the bunks. So this is an important wall to reinforce. There's usually defenders trying to hide behind these beds as well. This is the kids' room. This is usually an unused area, for the most part. And this is where the objective is usually. This is the master bedroom. A lot of people, this is a high traffic window right here.
15 seconds.
A lot of people stand outside and try to shoot in on you.
10
One other
seconds
thing you can
remaining.
do up here is make a rotation hole behind this bed, because it'd be covered by the mattress from the window. One last thing about the upstairs, right here above the stairs and the wooden hardwood floors, if you can breach it somehow. You can get a line of sight straight onto the stairs if you're attacking the basement. So this is another high traffic area when you're fighting the basement.
Hostage located.
There's side stairs here, the white stairs. This is usually an unused area. Most people don't remember about the white stairs. Breach in right down here, right outside the yellow school bus. There's a camera right there. Just aim down. Jump in and up the yellow stairs. This is good for rushing. As I said earlier, a lot of people stand outside this window and try to snipe into the objectives. So as a defender, or as an attacker as well, you can get into office tower over here on this side of the map. And come up behind them, shoot anybody trying to shoot into the objectives. There's all kinds of windows here to push. I'll go outside and show you where this is. This is behind the yellow school bus by the water tower right where you spawn. Best way to attack this, if there's a defender in here, is from this window, usually. You can get a line of sight right up to the window and down this hallway. Over here on the right we have showers. This is usually an unused area. So showers is usually safe to jump into. This is usually an objective. This is the kitchen room, or the dining room. It's very common to try and push from this back door here because you can stay outside. If that's the case, you can go up in the office tower and open this window, shoot down at them, or into watchtower behind meeting hall over there, or right behind meeting hall, there's another side window here. This is the most common place when you're attacking the dining hall. This is an important wall to reinforce, the most important one. Most people will come in through this office tower and try to burn this wall. This is the kitchen. This is usually a high traffic area because it connects several different bomb sites. There's a hatch here for upstairs if somebody wants to drop. There's that wall here for meeting hall to rotate. And there's a wall here to rotate for dining hall objective. So the kitchen is usually a high trafficked area.